All right, I am here at the Sea Ray booth at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. I'm going to check out this all-new SLX 260 they have on display. This is going to be the outboard version of this boat. They do offer it in a surf version with the Bravo 4 drive, as well as a stern drive with the Bravo 3 outdrive. So this one has the 300 horsepower Mercury outboard there, since this is their outboard version. So it's obviously a little different than either the stern drive or the surf here, as you have to accommodate that outboard. But from this point on the Sunpad forward, the rest of them are going to be the same boat. So we'll step on here in just a second and get on into that. The stern drive is available with the 6.2 and the 8.2, but currently in production is just the 6.2. And then the same can be said for the surf. Coming over to this side, we have just a little shower there, and one thing I do want to touch on is this massive amount of storage they got. It goes all the way forward into underneath the bench in the cockpit area, and it's really cool. This is not a traditional latch on there, it's just a magnet, so you can really grab anywhere, pull it up, yet it still stays secured. And then they carry out a bunch of styling cues from the larger SLX series. So it's really cool to see them bring that to a boat of this size. One of my favorite things that they've done on the SLX series is always that diamond hatching throughout the stitching. They've changed it up a little bit, and it kind of flows into that and then carries those styling cues all throughout the boat that you can even see on the rear door there, and then on the swim platform mat as well. And then you even got the diamond pattern down there. So all sorts of good stuff. As we step around this way, a lot to talk about even just at the back. Again, attention to detail in the Sea Rays. They have this, it's kind of hard to see in the video probably, but they have the little diamond hatch pattern even in the mat there, where you could set your phone, plug it in, and of course you get a Fusion audio remote from there. We get a little bit more storage back here in the form of a cooler if you would like to do that. That would drain into the bilge, so you don't have to worry about water going anywhere else except for where you want it to go out of the boat. One item of note that's pretty cool, that now you can't see I've closed that, but they do have the speaker is down behind that, so you can hardly see it. You wouldn't know it's there if I didn't tell you, so it's cool that they really integrate that well. And then got things like a fill there for your water systems. And this is actually a cool little thing they got going on here. This little step could fold out and up. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. There we go. And that would just give you in and out access depending where the dock is next to you if you needed that extra step, or if you just wanted to step onto the side rail there. All right, I'm done throwing my microphone around there. As I was saying, we have this little side rail here. It's got built-in LEDs in there that you work in unison with the rest of the RGB LED system on this boat. And it's got this nice non-slip surface there as well to assist you getting in and out with that little step we've got there. A lot to talk about in here as well. A lot going on with the styling. It looks great. They've got two tones of gray, light and dark. They got white, and then they got this gloss black gel coat on the back of the seats that ties in really well and makes it pop with the gloss black dash up there as well. Plenty of room. Could pretty comfortably get 8 people in this boat just in the main cockpit area, and of course get more people up in the bow. We'll flip around here real quick, and I'm going to talk about something. This has one of their power tower options on it, and that means they have the speaker system for the premium audio. You get the shade, and then also it has the manual shade that goes out beyond the electronic port. The exposure is pretty crappy right now, but the sunshade pretty much extends all the way back over, almost completely covering the rear sun pad. And then you actually can get one that would attach to the front and cover most of your bow area as well. Items of note here, more of the diamond stitch pattern going on, and then down in here you can just have a cooler like that, or you can fit there we go, or you could fit 2 soft side coolers. Just want to point out more of the LED accent lighting there, and we'll put that back. All right, I'm throwing my microphone around again. Guess my cord's a little short. I keep getting hung up on it, but we're back in business and we're gonna keep moving forward here. As I was saying, there's more access right here. It gets you hinged access to that large storage compartment that comes from the rear of the boat. In floor there, it's got 2 latches on. I'm not gonna mess with it, but there's a massive ski locker underneath there. And then both sides have captain chairs, and you do get flip up, flip down bolsters on those, and you get some adjustment forward, backward, and then you can spin them around as well with those controls. That of course is gonna be your throttle and just a few buttons there because you're gonna control a lot of it from the Simrad displays here, which are standard on this boat. You get both of those all thrown in. You can see a little LED in the cup holder. There are pretty much, actually all the cup holders will have that. You got your Fusion audio head unit, and another cool feature you wouldn't know without me telling you is there's inductive charging built into that little platform right there, and you even get more of that cool pattern in the stitching carried out in the rest of the boat. Of course, tilt, steering wheel, standard fare there, trim tabs and all that. We're gonna check out this side here where the head is, but there is a little lockable storage compartment. They even do the diamond cross pattern in there. Kind of hard to see, hope you could see it. And then this will open up and give you access to the head. Decent size, about what you expect on this size of boat. You do get a sink and real toilet instead of just a temporary little one you got to empty out yourself that sits there. A little bit of storage hiding below the sink. So we'll close that guy up, keep moving forward here. On this side is going to be just a waste basket hiding behind that guy. And then on the other side, that is just a windbreak. You can close that, close your glass, and keep the wind out of the main part of the cockpit. More storage on the floor there. And a couple other items of note as we get into the bow. There's a spot to mount a table, so you can do that. You could also get filler cushions, fill in it as a large sun pad. So all sorts of stuff you can do there. Like I said, you can also get the sunshade that would cover over the top and keep you covered up. Where to start? There's a lot going on here. Again, the same pattern coming through as the rest of the boat, and the speakers are hiding behind that little screen looking guy, so you're not actually looking at the real speaker there. Even leather trim on the grab rails there. And then in the front, you actually do get a windlass on this, so that's really nice to have that feature. Often not something you find on this size of boat, usually something you find on a larger boat, so it's cool to see that. This is just gonna be your locker for your windlass and some other storage down in there. And then you do get a freshwater wash down to hose down all your stuff there, keep it nice and tidy and whatnot. And we'll flip around this way, get a little cool flip down armrests. And I'll pull this away because there is a lot of storage hiding here. So we can do that, you get that storage. And then I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to do this with one hand, but there we go. So that guy opens up. I'm trying to do this one-handed, but you can see your table stored in there, and there's room for other stuff in there as well, and access to some of the systems on the boat. So tons of space. I will close that back up, close that up like that, take their pillow, stick it back there, and leave it as we found it. But again, more of the LED accent light you can see there. Of course, change the color, RGBW, as I've mentioned previously. And that about covers it. I'm gonna sit down and finish yapping. Just a couple more notes. You do get some courtesy lighting as well. And if we come up under here, there is a light that projects the Sea Ray logo down onto the ground. If it were dark enough out, you would be able to see that down there. So that's just an extra little touch they got going on with this guy. But I think I'm gonna just sit down here in the bow and call it a day and wrap up this video, hopefully with the sun not too badly in my eyes, on the Sea Ray SLX 260. So there it is. That is Sea Ray's new SLX 260 making its debut here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. Really cool boat, great size. You get the features of both a sport boat and a surf boat if you were to option it as such. Otherwise, you get all the nice appointment that Sea Ray has to offer across all the models. There's so much about this boat that I love, especially the styling. That's one thing that Sea Ray's always gotten me drawn in with these SLX models. But there's a lot about this boat. I'm sure you have some questions. I'm gonna put a link down in the description that has all the information on this boat and a way to get in contact with our folks over at Sea Ray to reach out to them with any more questions directly, or to even set up time to check out this boat in person for yourself. Definitely worth checking out if this is something you're considering. A lot to offer and certainly worth your time. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching.